Good morning from American Bob. Today is, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. What is today? Today's Thursday, the 14th of May, and it's 10:23 a.m. in the morning. I still feel really strange and out of it, very tired. I'm in Britney's room. She came on. Who is this? I gotta watch this guy. Being a night room monitor, I always tell models that if you let him, do the work for you, that way you can concentrate on your show and get tips. I'm not doing well at all, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't have a clue. You know my dismay towards all doctors. I don't know what's wrong with them. I really don't. I think a lot of doctors are burnout or old and went to work for Cinerel and they just don't care, And, it's kind of like I said, I'm just feeling strange today. That's all I'm going to say, and I got my place clean, Now, will they come and inspect? I don't know. They may not, I try to keep my place clean. And you have to understand, I'm in a very, very, very small, and let me say something about this. I'll say that in a little bit. And she's coming on earlier now. And I'll do that. Now, guys, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. I've been sleeping a lot. That's all I do is sleep. I told my primary care doctor, Dr. Mary Beth Roz of Cinerel, I told her that. I said, that's all I do is sleep. Now, in their mind, they're saying, if you exercise, you'll have more energy. Guys, my mind right now is back on the couch asleep. That's what I'm going to be doing. In regard to any sessions I go on with any sadist girls, that's out. I'm not going to be doing that either. Now, I don't know when my aide gets here. I don't know if she gets here at 10 or 1. I don't know anything. I'm trying to keep my place looking fairly clean. I appreciate the woman's name's Phyllis of Genesis Home Care. She's an RN. She did so much work to help me to get ahead to get this cleaned up. I took a caffeine pill, but as I said, my health's going downhill. I mean downhill, and I don't know what to do about it. Yesterday, when my aide came in, I get off the Webcam model site, because see, some of these people are Christians, and I don't want to disturb them seeing girls in their 20s getting naked, But really, once again, I want to say Phyllis she's an RN. So she does, I don't know what she does. I'm going to call them up again. It wouldn't be bad for her to drop in every so often and do a blood pressure check on me and stuff like that, But feeling out of it every single day, and kind of like I said, what's going on with doctors? I don't know. Decaf, by the way, Green Mountain coffee. It's pretty good. It has good taste to it. So I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog to say subscribe. I'm an amateur YouTube creator. I'm an amateur. I admit it. My goal isn't to get up to 1 million like one guy that, And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's saying he's a con, he's this and that. Let me try to tell you that I learned one thing in my life. There's some people that like me and some people that hate me. It's just a way of life. Just like I said about females. You know, guys give up. You know, they feel they're too ugly or they're not good enough or they're this and that. And I just tell them, who cares? Just keep hitting on girls. One of them's going to go, yeah, I'll go out on a date with you. You know, it doesn't take anything but just gumption to go do it. Me, I miss a woman in my life. I'll never have one. Plus my daughter, you know, my peer specialist kept saying, let's get up with your daughter. You need to see her. I said, no. Why? I don't want her to know anything about my health at all, period. If she knew I had a cane and I wasn't doing well, it would break her heart. She is in her early 30s. She's an LCSW, that's a licensed clinical social worker. I let her go on with her life instead of her worrying about me. Now, it is the fact that, again, I don't understand doctors. You know, especially a primary care doctor, when you tell her, I'm not doing well, I'm sleeping all the time, that's all I do. Try exercise, and exercise will give you energy. And guys, I had a mic. See, when you have ADHD, I had a mic. There it is, I found it. There's my mic. I'll use it in a little bit. But I appreciate one person, I think it was, what's her name? Elaine or somebody said, don't quit vlogging. And she's right. You know, I tell people that I'm not on YouTube to get 1 million subscribers. I'm not on YouTube to drive a Tesla that drives itself. I did get a chance to ride in one. They're pretty cool. They don't ride well. They have sort of a stiff suspension, but they're pretty freaking cool. A screen, just a screen, it controls everything. And they got the best GPS I've ever seen. But, you know, guys, like I said, I'm still alive, even though I'm pissed off at doctors' inept ability to help me. And, you know, kind of like I said, guys, what is going on? But I got to say it again, Phyllis, thank you. Thank you for the work you did in my apartment. You put me ahead. Now, let me tell you something, guys. Living here, they put up the cheapest shelving or like cabinets, or what do you call it, kitchen cabinets where you put your stuff. One of the doors, I kept screwing it in, it just, it fell down. I just took it off, put it in my closet. That's pretty much it. But subscribe if you want to. Like I said, I just vlog to vlog. I don't do any fancy editing or anything like that. I don't. I'm a very tired old maskless guy that's probably not going to be going in a session anytime soon. And the fact remains, what I wanted to do is to use my special paratransit bus. Yes, sir. This comes right up to the very front of where I live. In the projects. Yeah. And I get a chance to go to a movie, sit there and really enjoy a movie. Now I heard that, let me tell you something about Michael Jackson, what people don't understand. When you see a movie that is sanctioned by the family, you have to understand that they're not going to get much into the abuse that he went through as a child. They're not. There's no reason to. It's supposed to be a movie to basically about his life and about what he did, you know. Now I'm going to finish drinking my coffee and I'm running out of chapstick, so I'm going to have to start using Vaseline, I guess. I forgot that around here somewhere. My goal, eventually I'm going to clean this off, the top of this up here on my, let me show you this. See all this here? I'm going to try to clean all that. And then what I'd like to do, see, what happens to me, I'm kind of like a pack rat. There are things that I just keep and I don't want to throw them away. But I'm going to have to get in that. Now, eventually I'm going to get to my bills that I owe right here. But like I said, guys, physically, today I'm at maybe 45% of physical part. Now, what I'm going to tell you about webcam models, this is over 18. You get a girl, let me explain something to you. Girls like commitment and devotion. They like that, and I know that. That's why Amy Pride removed me as her knight, because she got pissed off. Because I went in her room and we did a lot of personal messages. And she wanted me to be her night room monitor and nobody else's. With Britney, that was the major fight that we had. You know, she wanted me, so I told her, and we're playing around. I'm her husband, she's my wife, but we do have a relationship on the site, and it has nothing to do with our ages. What it has to do with is common respect and love for each other in regard to her being a model, and I care about her, and her being me being her night room monitor. You know, and if it fills my heart, it goes beyond sex. That's where, what I don't like is that peer specialist Nate, his mind is in a weird place when he was talking about me being on the webcam model site. It's not necessarily all sexual. Now, I told you that the way I feel, what I'm going through, sexuality's gone for me. It's finished for a while. I did watch some ball busting, but I got bored. You know, what I'm trying to do right now is just to figure out how to get something done and to figure out how this shark works. I don't know how this shark works. It worked pretty good for me to do my floor. Now, one of the things I'm going to say about my apartment that I want to do, but I hadn't figured out how, I need to get more space in here too. But it looks good. It really does. When Veronica was sitting here, and like I said, guys, I mean, I don't fault them. $11 an hour now is nothing. Now, $11 an hour back when I was working, yeah, baby, I could do some stuff. I'm going to finish this to tell you about capitalism and the reason why I don't like capitalism. As I said, when I was a boy in the 60s, a loaf of bread was maybe a nickel or a dime. In capitalism, and let me tell you where I live, if Social Security goes up, my rent goes up. It's the same, guys. And the problem with capitalism is people, especially in the middle class, aren't making the money they would like to make to be able to buy the things they like to buy, so they have to go without. If you don't buy in the economy suffers. That's why I think capitalism is one of the worst forms of government. Socialism is much better, and I'm a socialist kind of guy. Thanks for listening. I'm just a washed up old man with a bad stomach and doctors that don't care about me at all. I appreciate again one lady, I think it was a lady, was it a lady? I get confused. I'm not really doing all that well at all. Let me see, was it her? Let's see. Oh, there's somebody else. Who is this? I love this person. I do. I love this person so much. This is hilarious. This is hilarious as can be. I did one vlog about it. The man that I told you about that basically is an actor we all are actors on YouTube. We are. But everybody's in love with this guy. And I did one vlog. Let me see if I can. I kind of want to watch this girl for a moment. But what is this person's name? I don't know. It was so sweet. I did a vlog because I'm getting tired of vlogging. I'm an old man ready to die. I really am ready to die. I'm going to get my advance thing here, eventually get to the bank and get that up to basically, I have nothing to give my daughter. All this can be thrown away and this computer can be given to some young kid somewhere. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for subscribing. And the old man that I was talking about, and I'm not going to say his name, he lives in Kentucky. He's a good guy. I can tell that he's a good guy. If I got to know him, we'd be good friends. But we have nothing in common because I'm a city boy and he's a country boy out in the woods. And, he has reached his goals and will continue to climb, I'm serious, guys, to 1 million subscribers. I don't know how to do it. I really don't. People are saying don't promote your blogs, and then other people are saying do. Me, as I said, an amateur. I'm not a professional. I just like to vlog and tell people my crazy, insane life and inept doctors that do not want to help me at all. So thanks for listening, guys. I love my 118 getting up to 120. That blows my mind. 120 subscribers. And I'm just an old man. I wear t-shirts and I'm too tired. I need to get better clothes, Peace, guys.